Welcome to Your Moving Mind, where we talk about mindful movement, small habits that make you a better person, how to learn, change and grow, and how to express ourselves fully in body, mind and spirit. Your Moving Mind with your host, Michael Landau. Don't feel qualified? Nobody does. You can only be qualified to do that which you have already accomplished or trained for. Anything new is accomplished by unqualified people. I love this thought. It sounds confusing. What, I must be unqualified to accomplish anything? What is he saying here? Of course not. But we're talking about something new. That's different. If you're qualified to do it, this means it is new, right? You must have done it already to consider yourself qualified. So here's why I chose this quote. I've recently read about the first Feldenkrais trainings. I'm a Feldenkrais practitioner, you know. It's a method that uses movement and the exploration of movement to achieve improvement, growth, and healing. Of course, you need to complete a professional training to become a practitioner. Moshe Feldenkrais started teaching his third professional training when he turned 80. After the second year, he got too ill to continue teaching. He said the training should be cancelled because none of his students from the previous trainings was qualified to teach it. This was in the US, where people tend to sue you if you don't deliver what you promised. So his former students told him he would be sued. He had an obligation to the students in the training, and they convinced him that the training must go on. And because he thought of no single student who could take his place, he nominated a group of students to take over. Each one would contribute something, he thought, and they might somehow pull it through. At least, that's what I imagine he must have been thinking. Mind you, his first students were all relative beginners. I think of myself a couple of years after my own Feldenkrais training. Of course, I wasn't qualified to teach in a professional training. It took me years of practicing the method to start feeling that I knew what I was doing. Nowadays, it's a long path and years of practice before a practitioner can apply to become an assistant training. Then, after some years, as an assistant in various trainings, they may apply to become a trainer. And with some more years of experience, maybe become a program director, design their own trainings. There are committees in charge of these certifications, and they don't take their job lightly. I've been a practitioner for over 25 years, and I'm not certified to teach in a professional training. And if I thought of applying for that certification, I might feel qualified now. Maybe. So I'm imagining those first students of Moshe Feldenkrais. They were relatively new practitioners, and they had to take over a professional training. Clearly, they weren't qualified. There was no fixed format for what a training should look like. Feldenkrais himself taught differently each time. They didn't have many years of experience. They knew how to work with clients, but had no training at all in how to teach new practitioners or how to design a training. The work of one man was becoming a formal method. That was totally new. Nobody was qualified. This is exactly how wonderful things, new things, come to life. They are always accomplished by unqualified people.